Meredith Gorman here, and are you still not subscribed to Matt's channel? Well, if you're not, hit the subscribe button because he's giving out free picks each and every week. Hope you have a good rest of your day.
NFL Week 11 is here, guys. I'll be looking at 3 games like usual, breaking down the big games, and of course the Monday Nighter. Provide my teaser and favorite underdogs, if I like any this week. The big news, right? What's the big news? The Eagles aren't undefeated anymore. The Eagles aren't undefeated anymore. We knew it was going to eventually happen. They're not going to go undefeated, of course. Didn't see it against Washington at home. Definitely didn't see that. Minus 11 favorites. They just didn't look great against the run. I think the run D is going to be an issue. Teams are going to maybe try to exploit that. Davis is hurt. Their first-round draft picks really causing issues there. I think they signed someone last night, Sue. I think they assigned. That may help. I don't know how good against the run anymore. But it's an issue. It's an issue there against the run. You know, in comes Taylor this week, who's just coming off a big game. So that'll be interesting to see how that game goes. NFL update. And we got caught by Dallas last week on the money line and teaser. Would have been a huge week if those two, the money line and teaser, came through with Dallas. Up 14, blow it in the fourth. What can I say? Right? 4th and 4, they go for it in OT. Could have kicked a field goal. Just stupid decisions all around. I don't understand it. We did have some nice winners, though. Pittsburgh plus 1.5 and money line free play. Underdog pick of the week. Another one hit for you guys. That's back-to-back with Cleveland and Pittsburgh. Watt back made a big difference for this team, guys, and it showed on defense. I think we're only allowed 10 points. 2-1 in the prop market, 1-1 in totals on the week as well. Props and totals are the highlight this year, guys. 67% and props and totals, 47 and 29 all bets on the year so far. Guys, like this video, comment as well. It helps me out a lot. SystemSportsCapping.com to become a client today. Important note, World Cup 2022 packages are out now, guys. Shout out to everyone who has purchased them. I'm really focused on this tournament the past month. Tons of research has been. I bet international soccer coming off a big Euro Cup in 2020. Get the package. It's guaranteed. Nothing to lose there. System capping on all social media platforms, Instagram and Twitter. I am the most active over there. This week I'll be looking at the Monday Nighter, which is an unusual one in Mexico, guys. This Monday Nighter is in Mexico. San Fran versus Arizona. Patriots versus Jets. Big divisional game. Always like talking about these two when they play. And then Dallas versus Mini. I also like to look at the hard ones, guys. Doesn't mean I'm betting these games, but I like to break them down, talk about them, and then maybe find some plays for you guys throughout the breakdown. Let's get into it, guys. Cowboys minus 1.5 at Vikings, total 47.5. How do you get in front of this Vikings team right now? You know, I cannot lay this Dallas as a favorite on the road, even though the spot seems pretty good. I just cannot get there. On the year, 8-1, obviously Dallas coming off a big win against the Bills, where I don't think they should have won the game. A lot of things had to go right. Jefferson's best catch of the year, maybe the best catch of the year, period. And then Allen fumbling the ball in his own end zone. It's just a lot of things had to go wrong. But they played well still against Bills, who I think should bounce back and have a big week this week. Vikings are showing how resilient they are. They did let up a lot of points, a little bit concerning, but they can put up points, guys. They can put up points, that is for sure. Dallas, on the other hand, is coming off a terrible fourth quarter where I just mentioned it. The OT loss to Green Bay. Peterson is going to be an issue, I think, for Dak. Watch out. Dak, obviously Peterson, did he intercept Allen twice in that game? Dak just didn't look great. Didn't look great in that game. Even though he did throw for 3 touchdowns, he missed a lot in that game, guys. Missed a lot in that game. Terrible on third down, in that game. I think they were like 5 for 15 on third down. It's not going to win games long term. Obviously, Pollard still looking good, still running. I think he's going to have to run against the Vikings. Rush D, it's not great. It's not great. Overall, this Vikings defense is just up and down. It's up and down, but this team can score points. This team can score points. That's why I'm probably going to lean the over in this game. Minnesota, let's see here. Minnesota last 7 games, 6 of them 24 points or more. Okay, Dallas last 3 games 28, 49, and 24. So I can see this game going over the 47.5 total. Some books I think it moved to 48 now, 48.5. So I do like this game to go over. The totals have been really good this year, so hopefully that one cashes. Flip of a coin, who I think wins this game. Hard for me to bet a side in this game. The line tells you that as well. Obviously Minnesota at home, I would have to lean their way. But Cowboys are due maybe for a road win here. Dome game, right, as well. No weather concerns. I look for Vikings maybe to steal this one if Cook can run well. I gave you guys Cook prop over last week. Hopefully you did tail that. And I can see him going over as well. Dallas's run D is not great. I can see them exploiting that. But the thing I'm looking for, and I want to watch, is Diggs versus Jefferson. That's going to be fun. Definitely a good matchup there. Vikings just a lot of weapons, right? Adding TJ Hawkinson was huge for them. Spreads out the offense. Great. Can catch the ball. Fits so well in this offense. It was a great signing. Good job by the Vikings getting him in there. Now they got a complete 10. That's what they were missing. They were missing a tight end. And it completes their offense well. So I think this Minnesota team's for real, guys. Wouldn't be surprised if they win this game, but I like the over more in this one. Jets versus Pats. Pats minus 3.5, total 38. The Pats beat them already, if you guys remember, in New York, 22-17. It wasn't that close, though. They get some garbage time points, the Jets. Pats were excellent on D in that game. You expect a lower scoring game here. 38's a total that's difficult for me to bet an under. When it's 38, I wouldn't be surprised if it goes under, though. I wouldn't be surprised. It's not going to make my card, but if I had to bet it, would be under. Jets will need to run the ball well again, similar to the Bills game. Bills struggling against the run a little bit, but if the Jets can run the ball, run more than throw, I think that's a good formula for them. 35 rush attempts in that game, more than throw. I'm not high on Wilson. I don't like Wilson. I don't think Wilson's a long-term answer here for the Jets. However, if he can be a game manager, I think he can do well. He needs to be a game manager. Wilson, he does obviously get erratic throwing the ball. I just don't. I don't think he's good, guys. I don't think he's a good quarterback at all. And they're going to have to run the ball a lot. Hopefully Robinson gets going. They got James Robinson now added there. Obviously Carter's been running the ball well. He ran a lot against the Bills. So run the ball will be the game plan here on the road to keep this one close. I would have to lean the points plus 3.5 for the Jets. Hard to take the Jets to win on the money line, though. They haven't won since 2015 against the Pats. And guess who was quarterback at that time? Fitzmagic. Yes, Fitzmagic, of course, was a quarterback beating some record, right? Both teams, good defenses, top defenses in the league, top 10 for sure, total defenses. It's going to be hard to watch this passing game. I think both teams have good secondaries. Both secondaries are playing well, but you can run a little bit on both teams. So I think that's going to be the path here. You may want to play the props over in rushing. Props are tough in this game, though. Maybe if you want to look at under for the wide receiver props, it could be a look as well. But I'm excited to watch this game. Hard-fought, defensive battling games. I like that. I'm a Ravens fan, so you guys know I like those type of games. Not always a big fan of the 40 to 35 games. I like defense. We could see some defense here. Monday nighter in Mexico. Viva Mexico, right, guys? 49ers minus 8 versus Cardinals, total 43.5. Don't remember last time a Monday night game was in Mexico or anywhere else but U.S. Always hard to predict these games when you have to travel. However, it's not that much of a travel. It's not like an overseas travel to UK. This is Mexico. Not too concerned about that, so I'm not going to factor that in too much when looking at this game. 49ers, of course, the better team, the more superior team in this matchup. With the Cardinals questionable quarterback with Murray. Probably will play, though. I expect Murray to play. How healthy is he, though? They lost their tight end Ertz last week, guys. That's an issue, more of a safety blanket up the middle. That's a big loss to them. Obviously, Brown already out. Hopkins could be busy in this one. Look at the Hopkins props over. They're going to have to throw him the ball a ton, and I expect him to be down in this game. So I'll probably be looking at Hopkins over. I do have to look at the number, of course. You know, when it gets into the 90 ranges, I start getting a little worried. But he has to be busy in this one. Even more prop could be a good look as well. I expect Cardinals playing from behind in this one. So when a team's playing from behind, they're going to be forced to throw the ball. 49ers, obviously, they do have some concerns on injury. Every week they have concerns on injury, though. But Bosa's in there, so that's an important part there. And Ward, right? Ward is there having a good year. Expect them to rush the ball a ton. Arizona hasn't been great against the run. CMC. We've seen some life from Mitchell as well. So I do think they can run the ball. 4.5 yards per carry on the year is not great. They did stop Rams a bit, but Ram has no running back. They don't have anyone. Some props to look at. You know, it's tough, I think, from week to week with San Fran. Ayuk has been a little consistent, though, over 80 yards last game, but they just have so many options and mouths to feed, right? With CMC there now, you got Samuel, you got Kittle, you got Ayuk. It's tough in the prop market to look to bet. You're always going to see 50-60 range for all three of those guys, so you're kind of just flipping a coin there. So I like to stay away from props with San Fran, but I'm going to look at the Cardinal prop over the Hopkins total, maybe more as well if it's low. I'll be looking at that. Side standpoint, it's hard to get to 8 for me, but I do like 49ers to win this game outright. Total's tough. I lean the over, but I won't have a play here on the total. But I do like 49ers to win this game. Could be a teaser option for you guys. Teaser market. Let's get into the teaser market. We missed out with Dallas last week after a nice run with teasers. We hit on the other two teaser bets. Fortunately, Dallas screwed it for us. Let's try to get another winner for you guys. 7-point teaser plus 120. Bills just to win. Bills in a great bounce back spot. And I know they're playing in Detroit. It did get moved, or it's a neutral field, but I think that favors them. Because Chubb would have just ran the ball 35 times in the snow, which is not good. And when it's a snow game, it's up in the air. It's up in the air, right? Cleveland plays in snow. It's not like it's Arizona coming in there playing in the snow. So I think this is better for Buffalo. In my opinion, Allen's going to be okay. He is playing. So I like Bills just to win the game. What else here? Mini plus 8. Dallas, I don't think is going to go in and win double digits in mini. Could be a close game. Dallas definitely could win it, but I'm getting plus 8 with mini at home the way they're playing. Sign me up there. And Washington plus 4. Could be a trap spot game for Washington after the big win. I get it, but Houston's the worst team in the league, 1-7. Haven't won a game at home, guys. If they win this game somehow, 2-3 point win that I can see. Underdogs. We hit Pittsburgh, and then we hit Browns the week before. We passed in the week before that, in between that. And I'm passing here, guys. Don't like anything. Leans would have to be Pittsburgh again at home. It's hard to go back-to-back with Pittsburgh not high on their offense. Obviously, Bengals coming in there with great offense. So Jets as well, but just that streak scares me. And the Vikings at home with a small week. Those are the leans. Nothing official this week. But you can look at those. Lean Bears maybe as well. They can sneak a win on the road, but that defense is ugly. That will do it, guys. That will do it for this video. Check out my UFC video if you haven't already. Also, World Cup is 2 days away. Go sign up for that package. Guaranteed profit in that one. Nothing to lose. Like I always say, guys, bet smart and know your limits. Take care.